Hey, my name is Rodney, and I'm trying to summit all 58 Colorado 14ers. In this video, I'm summiting the most popular 14er, Quandary Peak. So I've been rating all the bathrooms at the trailheads, and this is a porta potty, so you know it's not going to be good, but it is worse than you would think. It was a nightmare. I thought about giving it like half a toilet, but I've been in worse, unfortunately, so I'm giving this one toilet out of 5. Horrible. Poop at home if you can. The hike to the top of Quandary is 6 3/4 miles round trip with an elevation gain of about 3,400 feet, and it is a class 1 climb. The relative ease of the climb, the beautiful views, and the proximity to Breckenridge make it extremely popular. And I'll say after completing the climb, I see why it's so popular. It is my favorite one so far. Usually I'm by myself, but on this climb I have company. I met Derek while climbing Grays and Torreys, and we decided to meet up and climb Quandary together. It was nice to have someone to talk to for a change. The views were unbelievable that day, the best so far. There's just something about seeing the snow-capped mountains contrasting with the blue sky and the clouds and the green vegetation that felt really special, so we had to stop and take in the view. Getting in some high elevation training this morning, getting ready to do the Run the Rockies half marathon. It is beautiful. Take a look at that view there. This should be a good race. I did it last year, actually did 10K, and it was so unbelievably cold, so this year I am prepared. This race is good because it is mostly downhill, so that's going to be nice, and get me ready for more 14ers, because living at 6,200 feet is nice, but still once you hit 13,000, 12,000, 14,000 feet, you are really feeling it. So I need to do more work up here up in the mountains. A little over 2 miles to go, and most of the race is downhill, but these last 2 miles are uphill and my legs are feeling it.
One after the other. No.
This has to be the best pancake I've eaten after doing that. Now I'll have to keep myself from falling asleep on the ride back home. Overall, I was happy with how the race went. I knew I wasn't going to be destroying it because I have not been good with my running. The highest I ever did was 8 miles, but I knew I would finish either way. Mostly what I wanted to accomplish is just continuing to exercise and work out for an extended period of time at higher altitudes to just get my body ready. So when I'm making the final push on the 14ers, you know, I feel like I got some gas in the tank, or like my legs aren't dead. One of the reasons I didn't try to like go for a PR or anything was that in a couple of days I'm going to be knocking another 14er out, and the last thing I need to do is to strain something or anything like that. The finishing gift is a bale. That's the first time for that. Interesting choice. Usually a medal, a shirt, maybe something to drink beer out of, but a bale, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with it though. That extra training paid off. At this point in the climb, I was feeling pretty good. I am about to make the final push to the top of Quandary, and it is beautiful out here. The views are incredible. The weather has been perfect. Just taking the time, and this is a great trail. I can see why it's so popular. And my friend Derek is joining me. And Derek and I met on Grays and Tories just about a month or so ago.
About a month, yeah.
I was catching my breath. He was catching his breath. They started having some small talk, and he reached out to me, which is awesome. I really appreciate that, Derek. And he said, let's get out there and do it together. He also is trying to knock out all 58 of the 14ers. He is like 25 14ers ahead of me or so.
I climbed many in the 90s, and it took a break for family and work, and now I'm coming back to it. But I lost my book, so I don't remember for sure which ones I have climbed. It's a beautiful trail, and it starts subalpine in the forest, and that's wonderful. And then you get the exposure towards the top, and the west side of Quandary has real rugged terrain. It's fun to look at.
We bonded over our goal to climb all 58. Why are you interested in doing it?
Oh, it's a checklist, so I'm a sucker for a checklist.
Yeah, I'm doing it because I want to see everything that Colorado has to offer. I'm a Colorado native, but there's so much of it I haven't seen, and this is a good excuse to get out there and see it. And one thing I noticed about we were talking about it on the hike up here is like just people of all different age groups that are doing these 14ers. So 60s, probably 70s even.
Absolutely, and chasing the 14ers will really put you in every corner of the state and all the major ranges and everything that the state has to offer. So
it has been a beautiful day, way better than I thought, and just having a great time. And it's nice to be out here with somebody. Okay, so we're gonna make the final push up. I don't know if you can see with the GoPro since it's not the best camera, but down there are the mountain goats from earlier. They're also taking the trail up. Now, I've seen my fair share of mountain goats, but these have to be the freshest mountain goats I've ever seen. Look at my man right there. It looks like he has a fresh cut, looking super clean. He's definitely popular with the lady mountain goats. I think I'm about to make the last final push to the summit. Hopefully, that's what it looks like. Catching my breath for a little bit. There, hang back a little bit. I think I can see it. It's right up there. Almost there. I'm not quite to the summit yet, but reached the point where it's flattened out and the summit is in sight. About to have number 5 down out of 58. I swear the views keep getting better and better. The snow on only one side of the peak looks so cool. When you're a solo creator, there's a lot of walking back and forth and a lot of this. I finally got the shot. I made it and the wind is howling, so I don't know how this audio is going to come out. Definitely worth it. It's beautiful up here. A handful of people also celebrating their victory. And even though it is cold and windy, I'm going to celebrate with the beer. I'm going to drink it. click here to see me summit Mount Sherman and confront a bear. I'm not lying.